Hello and welcome to another episode of Tips and Ideas with Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping, www.uniqueenvironments.com. We're here in Moore Park, California at a project that we completed 2 years ago. It's an estate, 5-acre estate, and we came in and did a design build project here, and we're getting it ready for the Beautification Awards. The San Fernando Valley chapter of the California Landscape Contractors Association, they have a beautification contest, beautification awards program, and we've entering this property this year to compete, and I feel that we have a number one winner here, but we shall see. Our slope irrigation system just came on. The Toro rotors, they're doing their thing up on the upper slope. One thing I have to make note of, we've been having some gopher challenges out here and also some irrigation issues. So we're tying that stuff all back together. We have some Cider Grow biostimulant that we have applied, and we have the Hydrotane product that we've humected that we've applied to the property here. And so we should be able to get the grass back up and ready and nice and green for our competition coming up next weekend. Next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they're going to be doing the judging. But up there at that slope there was 4 acres of avocado trees that were all dead, and we had those taken out by Stay Green Incorporated out of Valencia, California. They came in with their tractors and their crew, and they cleaned up the upper slope, and now it's all overgrown with weeds, so we're going to have to go up there and weed abate. It's not going to be an easy job, but hey, that's what it is, so we got to deal with it. But just going through and showing you some of the detail work that I've been doing here the last couple of days. We put some nice color around the base of the palm trees and some fresh mulch so they have nice color going on. And with our Cider Grow, we'll be able to bring back these turf areas in a couple of days time. And over here close to the entry door and the garage door, we have some foxglove and some Elysium and some succulents right here, because it gets really hot over on this side over here. So we put in some plant material that's going to be able to sustain the heat. The slope we had it hydroseeded, and it's a variety of different types of California native and wildflowers. There's some California poppies that's popped up out there. There's some lupin out there. There's some other plant material that has come up. Some yarrow. We have quite a bit of yarrow. We went through and did a trimming earlier in the week in order to get things cleaned up. We're gonna walk back here to the back, show you what's happening back here. The back slope, we actually built this wall all the way around the property and moved up the wrought iron gate from the bottom where the wall is. We moved that gate up to the top so we have more room up in the backyard area, the back slope area. We have gopher wire in here because we had that gopher challenge I was telling you about. So we have gopher wire here on the slopes. We have lantana and some various types of gazanias and some Elysium. And here we have our dwarf tangerine tree, espalier. It has some Hemerocallis bitsies that are really blooming out big time. You notice how that Hydrotane and that Cider Grow really kicks in the blossoms and blooms. It increases the root mass of the plant material. It doubles it within about 2 to 3 months time. It doubles the root mass, and so more roots equals more energy equals more food to the plant. And all of our plants back here are doing really well. And our slope, we have some Carapia, which is utility ground cover, originated in Japan. And this slope had a little bit of a challenge because of all these gophers that would come in. We had snake fencing that went around the perimeter of the whole property. It went down like about 1 foot to 2 foot down. We had snake fencing all the way around the whole property to keep out the snakes, because we had some rattlesnakes and some other king snakes and stuff that's coming up in here. But the gophers, their tunnels are really deep, and they go right up under that 2 foot barrier and come up on the other side there. So we've been working and battling with the gophers. As you look back over this way, our front property is just inundated with black mustard, so we have to go in there with a heavy duty weed trimmer and abate all those weeds, because believe it or not, there's 170 olive trees down in there. Yeah, I know it's a mess. It's beautiful color, but it's a mess. We have to get in there and hedgehog and clear that out so that we can be able to take care of those olive trees. We'll be taking care of that this week coming up. This past week has just been concentration on getting the property ready for the judging. Over here, the gophers have been really doing a number on us. But the one thing about the Carapia, it has a nice trailing character, rhizoneous activity, horizontal rhizoneous, but it's not invasive. So it'll be able to fill in those areas that are been damaged by the gophers. And so we'll be able to rectify the problems and damages going on here. I washed down quite a bit of things here. There's a lot of dust and stuff from putting the mulch down. So this wetness on top of the the deck here is from just washing things down and getting things all together. Roses are looking really nice. Patio roses, they're nice and healthy. And our gardenias and stuff are doing really well. If you notice on this side, the Carapia is really nice and thick, but down there near the fencing where the gophers got in, they tumbled down deep and got in, so they gave us some damage over here. But if you can notice, the Carapia is actually getting ready to blossom. It has a really beautiful flower there. This will be completely covered with flowers in the next couple of days. As you can probably see, it's some popping up over here. We cider growed this really good today, so we should get a really good showing of flowers and stuff. So we'll go on the north side of the property and kind of show you what's happening over here. I did a lot of trimming. We have our hummingbird topiary that I trimmed up today and got him all together. Got her, him, it, whatever politically is correct. We got them all trimmed up here today. And we have our different types of ground cover and stuff going on. And over here, our fountain is all nice and clean. I have hydrangeas and stuff going on over here in the shady area. And some ferns. We had a little bit of damage from the client decided to put in some chlorine tablets inside of this because he was just tired of messing with it, trying to keep it clean. So had a little bit of chlorine damage from him throwing some chlorine in there, like a pool tablet. We tried to tell the owner we could do something more biologically sound, but you know, he owns it, so we roll with it, you know. Over this side here, we have some different sedums, and we have some society, not society, I don't want to talk about, this is status. Some status and lantana going on. We have our Salvia Wilford Gilman, Cleveland sage, which is a native around here in Southern California, and also we have another Salvia Grey Guy. We have a red Salvia Grey Guy and a Salvia Clevelandi. We have our Ceanothus, which is really blooming out really nice powder blue flowers of the Ceanothus is kind of a ground cover type of thing. We have some succulents going over here. We're going to put some pea gravel in this bed over here. We have a little hen over here, so we're going to have to trim her up and get her all together, but we're going to put in some gravel, some pea gravel in there to make that area look really nice rather than putting in mulch. On the other side here, we have our lavender that's doing really well. The bees really love that lavender. And over here on the front side, notice all the different types. You have lamb's quarter, and different types of succulents. We have some, I can't think of the rock roses. Yeah, we have some rock roses in here. Beautiful rock roses. You can see they have that paper mache type of flower, magenta. We have a ginkgo tree that I've installed, and it's blooming out really good here. So the ginkgo is going to do really well this year. We have some penstemon that I installed, some sun drops, some 1 gallon sun drops. We have our fig tree going on here, and this fig is produced some really nice figs last year. And so I don't see any formations of any right now, but it's really nice and healthy, and we'll have a good crop this year. Come in and do some work on this cable here to make sure that the cable is secure to the palm tree. Has some roses, some iceberg roses, and a couple other types of roses up against the fence line. And out here near the gate, we have some phoriums and some other Santa Barbara daisies right over in there, and some other types of plant material. The grass is looking pretty decent. Planter bed over near the wall. We have a variety of different types of colors. Gazanias popping. Have Canipia. These has a beautiful flower. They're starting to come out right now, like torches, like orange torches. They'll be really beautiful. The the yucca is doing really good. These yuccas are doing really good. They have a lot of blossoms and a lot of blooms going on. And the sedum down here is a really great ground cover. And I spotted in some color just to give a little bit of pop. But this is what the property looks like right now. Getting it all together, got a little bit of patchwork to do in some areas where we had gopher damage and repair that. But all in all, we're gonna be ready to go. This is Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping. Tips and ideas. Stay tuned. We'll let you know what happened here from the standpoint of the contest. Either way it goes, win, lose, or draw, but we're going to get a first place out of it. We're going to make the problems, take these lemons and make lemonade. Ed Wallace, tips and ideas, Midwest Landscaping, www.uniqueenvironments.com.